Hello everybody, my name is Anna and I am your Saturday Trash. Today I'm going to be telling you guys a story that I told on my main channel a long time ago, probably like 3 years ago. So when this story took place, it was either the 2013 or 2012 Teen Choice Awards. One of those years, I don't even remember. But it took place at City Walk in Universal in California. Quick little background story really quick. Around 2012-2013, I had an obsession with Kreayshawn. You guys remember Kreayshawn, right?
Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. The basic bitches wear that shit, so I don't even bother.
Yes, her. Now, I was obsessed. I was literally like in the fandom, as the kids call it today. And I ended up getting really close with other people who were obsessed with Kreayshawn. And we, as 19-year-old kids, 19, 20, however old we were, decided it would be a fun idea to all meet up in California. Yes, I know it's not the safest idea, but we did it. If it makes it any better, I took my cousin along with me. I'm on Snapchat. But long story short, we get there, we all get along, nobody's catfish. It's all pretty fucking great and dandy. So we're in California, we're all just hanging out, and then we realize that the Teen Choice Awards are happening and they're only like a half hour away from us. So of course we're like, we have to go. And we get in the fucking convertible that we had and we whipped our way to fucking Universal Studios or City Walk or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even know. I'm not from the area. And we stand outside the Teen Choice Awards. Oh, fuck. I'm sick. Now the way that this was set up was, it was like the entrance to like the after party or whatever they were going to after the award show, which was on City Walk. In City Walk? I don't fucking know. But a red carpet wrapped itself around and then led into it. Then there was a bunch of bushes kind of blocking it, but you could still see. And then there was a long bar kind of blocking the bushes to kind of like keep people back. And on the other side of the bar, like on the side where we all are, mind you, there's a ton of people, like huge crowds, but me, my two friends, and my cousin happened to be in the front. There's security there. Of course, to keep the people away from that bar that leads to the bushes that leads to the red carpet. Because really, if you're by the bar, you could reach out and grab a celebrity. It was like an arm's length. So like I said, my group of friends and I are in the front, but there's also another group of girls in the front that look like fucking 13-year-old strippers, and the security were getting a kick out of it. They were smiling, being all flirty, probably had fucking boners underneath the security uniforms. It was fucking gross. But what was making me mad was they kept making me and my group and everybody else push back, but they were ignoring them because they looked like strippers. Now here's where it gets crazy. So the other group of teenagers that I'm talking about, you know, the strippers, they were so close to the bar. Way closer than we were. But the security were so focused on me and my group. And I'm just looking at them like, do you see that there's people actually past you, like leaning on the bar? Like, why are you telling us to move back? And I'm just standing there watching the security guards tell me and everybody else to move back, where they're fucking just ignoring these teeny bopper strippers who are literally leaning over the bar. And at this point, I'm just like, the fuck? And this is where I started to get mad, so I literally just walked past the security, left my group of friends, went right up to the bar and leaned on it. Like, I was being extra. I was actually like leaning on it. And guess fucking what? The security came running right up to me and told me to move, while I just turned my head to the right and I'm looking at the group of stripper girls leaning on the same fucking bar, and I'm just like, really? But I wanted to be the bigger person, so I just turned around and walked away. I didn't knock anybody out, even though I really wanted to. Yet. So I walk back, and this is where it gets worse. Now the group of girls turn around and start acting like they are the security, walking back and forth in the same line that the security were doing, right in our faces, telling us to move back. At this point, I'm just thinking, these bitches are dumb. So they're walking in this line, getting in me and everybody else's face, telling us to push back, and they are just getting way too fucking close to me now. Like, invading my personal bubble to the highest degree. There was probably like 5 or 6 or 7 of them in a group, I don't really remember, but 2 of them, I remember these 2 girls, were pushing my button. Like, literally in my face, eye contact with me, ordering me to move back like they have some type of superior power over me. And at this point, I'm just looking at these girls like, you are fucking dumb. And they just kept doing it and doing it and doing it, walking back and forth on that same line, telling us to move back, getting in our faces. Security weren't doing anything about it. And I just looked at my cousin and I said, if they do this again, it's done. And of course, they got back in our face, told us to move back again, and I just looked at my cousin like, it's over, it's done. And I waited for them to continue to walk down the line. They turned around like clockwork, came back and did it again. But this time I positioned myself in a way that she was going to bump into my shoulder, making it seem like she started a fight when in reality I started a fight, but in reality she started the fight. You get it? So I do that and I am immediately taken off guard because the girl that I made bump into me didn't say shit, but her friend who was older, who was closer to my age, got in my face and started flipping out on me. In front of everybody. In front of my cousin, in front of my friends, in front of a huge crowd of people, and in front of Zac Efron. Yes, this is the truth. At this exact moment when the altercation actually occurred, Zac Efron was on the red carpet and he saw the entire thing. He was literally staring at it. Like, staring at it. I always say one day I hope I can like meet Zac Efron and just be like, hey, do you remember like 4 or 5 years ago, like you saw a girl knock someone out at the Teen Choice Awards? Like, do you remember that? Or, but also what's funny is I didn't even know he was there until after. I didn't even see him there until I was being dragged out. But let's take it back a bit. Let me get back to the story. So I make the girl bump into me, her friend gets in my face, starts screaming at me, but this is where she fucked up. So she's screaming at me, she's screaming at me, she's screaming at me. I'm standing there like, letting her scream. I'm just letting her get it all out. I'm like, girl, you're mad, I understand. Just get it out. And I'm just standing there. And then I say to her, I'm like, are you done? And she's like, no, blah, 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 like screaming in my face. I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna let her keep going. Before I even had a chance to, you know, whatever I was planning, she done fucked up. As she was screaming at me in front of everybody, she took her index finger and she did the one thing that you should never do to someone that has anger problems. She put her index finger on my forehead and applied pressure and flipped my head back. And at that very moment, I prayed for that girl. So as soon as this girl's finger hit my forehead and flicked my forehead back, my body just reacted. I instantly got into stance and I hit this girl twice. I am sorry, but you put your hands on me like you're an idiot. And I just kind of stepped back and I just threw one little punch at her, hit her in the chin once, but then I uppercutted her, which is where the damage was done, and her head kind of whiplashed really quick and she fell to the ground. She was fine. She was fine, I didn't kill anybody, but by the time she was off the ground, I was halfway out of the park being dragged by the security. Thank fucking God I was so irrelevant when that happened. I think I just started making YouTube videos. I don't even like know if I was posting. Thank God, because so many people were recording me being dragged out, that shit would have ended my career. Those clips have to exist somewhere. Some people that attended the Teen Choice Awards that year must have those clips, but I have no idea. I've actually never seen a clip of it ever. However, when I got home after being kicked out, I did go on Twitter and I searched City Walk fight and I found tons of people tweeting about it. And yeah, that is basically the entire story. Fun fact though, for this video on trash today, I was debating on whether to do this, talk to you guys, tell a story, or do a drive with me style type of video. However, I did post a drive with me style video on trash like a week ago, and I didn't want to overdo it even though you guys like those a lot. So yeah, I just wanted to say, let me know what you guys like seeing so I could give that to you. I know a lot of people in my main channel love the drive with me videos, but I don't want to like bombard this channel with that. I don't know. I want to give you guys what you want, so let me know. And with that being said, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're happy to see me on this Saturday, give it a thumbs up too. And I love you guys so fucking much. Make sure you subscribe to Trash if you haven't yet. And make sure you subscribe to my main channel, link in the description. And I will see you guys soon. Bye.